It's MMAWeekly.com. I'm Damon Martin. We're here with the victorious Cody McKenzie, and congratulations, of course, on the win, Cody. I want to ask you, because coming into this fight, there's a lot of hype around Marcus LeVesseur, undefeated in college wrestling, defeated Ben Askren. There's a lot of talk about him, but hype doesn't win you fights in the octagon, does it?
No, hype is just hype, you know.
When you look at his style coming into the fight, you had to know he was going to try to wrestle you. Did that change your approach at all, or did you want to fight him the same way, despite the fact that you kind of knew going into it what he probably was going to do?
I match up well against wrestlers. Excuse me, I really do. They like to leave their head out there. They like to pressure in. He came in with a very smart game plan, though, to out-wrestle me. But I kind of baited him into jumping on top of me and turned it into a grappling match. I figured I was better at jiu-jitsu, and I knew I was better at Muay Thai. So I was trying to keep it on the feet, but I don't have the best wrestling. I've never been that great of a wrestler. I'm mostly just either a catch guy or a kickboxer / Muay Thai fighter. So I was trying to keep it to my strength, and he came in with a smart game plan to take me down and let me up, and take me down and let me up. So at one point I kind of faked like I was hurt a little worse than I was, and he jumped on me, and I turned it into a grappling match and caught him.
I can't even count how many guillotines you've had at this point. Do you know the number at this point?
No,
okay.
I have a lot more fights than people think. I'm in Washington. There's a tough amateur circuit, and I actually fought about 10 amateur fights, so I have a bunch of guillotines there too. So I fought a lot of tough dudes, and I don't even know how many I got anymore. I lost count.
It's kind of like the Husamal Paul Harris thing. You know he's going for your leg, but people just have a hard time stopping it, and you know they know that's your signature move, but you still grab it. Is there a secret to it? Is it something people are just doing wrong, or you just have a way of always finding it?
Truthfully, I don't know. I don't drill moves. I've always just sparred a lot. I don't train like a lot of these guys train. I've always just sparred, and I've happened to catch the guillotine a lot, even since I was 17, 18, and I first started training. I remember Robert Folis, when I was training at Team Quest, would come up and be like, "You can do any move but the guillotine," because he wanted to open up my game a bit, you know. And so it's always just been there for me. It's just always been a natural thing to, when somebody, I like to kickbox and do Muay Thai, like I said, I like to bang. So when people are trying to take me down, it's just natural to grab that head and start squeezing, you know.
Everyone knows before this fight you relocated to Stockton and started working with the Diaz brothers. Before I ask you about the Diaz brothers, what's the best part of it? Is there a best part about Stockton? I always hear people talking bad about Stockton. Is there a great part about Stockton?
I think it's beautiful. I didn't have any problem with it at all. It was green. I saw bunny rabbits and birds, and I was running through green fields.
So it's getting a bad rap.
Yeah. I think a lot of places get a bad, and there are people there. They're not just the economy, that's not the ecosystem, but not just that it's real green, because I live in Vegas right now, so it's not too green there, but not just that there's actually trees and grass there, but the fact that the people are a lot different there. They're a lot like where I grew up, in the fact that people aren't running around running their mouth as much, because they get humbled if they are, you know. People there seem a little quicker to give you a slap if you're mouthing off to the wrong person, and I appreciate that, you know. You need that balance, in my opinion, in the world. Otherwise, you got a bunch of people running around acting like they're a lot cooler than they are.
So are you an honorary Stocktonian now, maybe?
I jump around. Alaska will always be my home, and Washington is another one of my home. Washington State. I got a lot of family in Alaska and Washington, so that'll be my home, where my family is. You know, I love all my family. I got a lot of family. But Stockton, definitely, I definitely see me fitting in real well there. I made more friends there in 3 weeks than I made in Las Vegas in the year. I was in Vegas for a year, so I do love Stockton a lot. It's beautiful there, and the people are great.
Well, Cody, congratulations on winning. I want to give you kudos for a good walkout song, too. AFI, very cool on that one. I think that's the first time I heard it in the UFC, so kudos on that one. And congrats again on the win.
Props for knowing AFI.
Exactly, man.